What's up? It's your boy Carcino, and let's talk about it. The Bumblebee movie review. Yes, that's what this is. The Bumblebee movie review. Just got out of Bumblebee. I didn't stick around to see if there was something after the credits. But let's assess this movie here on Screen Fiend. Yes, I know. I was gonna say I just saw both movies, and once again, Haley Steinfeld or whatever, Haley Steinberg or whatever, she's once again getting all the roles. Yep, this is what being Jewish is all about. So here we have, once again, a Transformer movie. But this time it's with a twist. They took some of the elements from the Transformers and kind of remade it. This time with a woman. This was just like the first Transformers. Same. With Sam Witwicky, a character in which I never liked. He was a little bit too arrogant to be unconfident in the movie. And you never saw his vulnerability in the film. I think he came off a little bit as too arrogant when he was supposed to be vulnerable in situations, and it was basically the exact same story over again. Except for this time they're using a female. You know, it's Me Too moment, all this woman power stuff, all these women leads. So right away it comes in with the woman touch, which in this film brought in a lot of tears. She cried and cried and cried her way through this film. I'm quite sure this was done the right way. They saw all the bad things that happened with Transformers, and they cut a lot of it out. They said, why are we gonna waste our time with a bunch of metal robots fighting each other that don't nobody know, with no story behind it all? We're gonna cut out about all of them out. Let's give them a clip of some CGI of some Transformers fighting on Cybertron. Let's show a little bit of that. Put that in a commercial. Get everybody to come in. Cut that off. And then go back to the story of a girl bonding with her car. Then she's crying over her dad. Haley Steinfeld, or whatever, her character loses her father to a heart attack. And of course, she's working at a scrapyard. Her mother's moved on, remarried, and she's not getting her life back on track yet. We've seen this in I don't know how many movies that has come out yet. The kid is rebellious, shut off, outcast, and they laid it on pretty thick with the Karate Kid, and it's so much foreshadowing in this movie. Oh my gosh, it was just too much. It's like, okay, we get it. The rich, he's poor, and the other girls are rich, and the girls who rich, just because they're rich, they gotta be mean to her. Like she's the only poor girl in that area. And all of them got the, like, I mean, they laid it on thick, and none of it had anything to do with the movie. The character seemed bullied and more lower than it was. It was just so over the top and ridiculous. But then they bring in the fun parts with B, as they make him, they took the note from making him more like Harry and the Hendersons. If you haven't seen Harry and the Hendersons, then you'll get it. Now, don't worry, I'll give the movie 2.5 stars. It's by far, to me, one of the best out of all the Transformers they've done. And that ain't saying a lot, believe me. A lot of them have been very, very bad. They were very confusing, very bad, and very like, whoa. Where are we now with this story? John Cena had the best. No, they kept pieces in this role. His acting is not there, but he was great for what they needed him to do. Play a soldier. And then he was funny. So Bumblebee has been hunted down as he's been sent to Earth with a message from Optimus Prime, R2-D2, Star Wars. He's looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi. So he has this message, stumbles across the girl, she stumbles onto the message. Same way Sam Witwicky did. She stumbles onto the message. So this movie, a lot of things happen. I'm not going to tell the entire movie. This is just a quick rundown so that you'll know what's going on in the film. The music is a plus for this film. All the nostalgic 80s songs. But like I said, the foreshadowing is just so much. It's like, we get it now. We got it. It's the 80s. We don't need all these pop references from the 80s. We get it. We're in the 80s, okay? But you don't really feel like it's the 80s at no time. Even though they play all these stuff and they show and they put props up from the 80s, you never get the feel like this is an 80s movie or a movie that took place in the 80s. It just doesn't feel it. It doesn't have that feel. It didn't have the look. Even though they'll put this here, that there, this, it just didn't. It felt a little like, no, it's modern times. Just people dressing up like they did in the 80s. Or they're trying to do. Then, terrible co-star. I mean, not co-star. Guy likes the girl, lives next door, and he just stumbles across. That was like zero chemistry, believe me. That was like, they couldn't even force a kiss or holding hand. Oh, no, we're not there yet. I'm like, not there yet? After all he went through? And I'm like, Jesus. The Cybertron scene, I mean, it's so quick. Because, I guess they didn't have enough money for the budget. But, I get it. But, man, that's it. That's all we get? Alright. But like they say, it's called Bumblebee. It's not called Transformers. I mean, it was so... the transition from I can't be separated from my car, I love this car, I love him, to you gotta go now, I gotta let you go. I was like, okay. It's like she said, okay, well, the movie's ending now, I gotta let you go. It's like, wow, that was quick. That was a quick turnaround. No, believe me, it's watchable. And it was a lot of kids in there, so I'm observing how the kids are gonna like this. And the kids liked it. They love Goofy, Bumblebee, when the whole beach scene, that worked. Him being in the house like Harry and the Hendersons, that's all that is. That's all kickback stolen from Harry and the Hendersons. So it's a lot of scenes in here that was borrowed from other movies to make this work. The him being too big for the house, breaking up the house, Harry and the Hendersons. That's all you need to know. It's not a waste of a movie. It's an enjoyable movie. It's got some funny parts in it. I mean, I like the look of these Transformers over the Michael Bay Transformers. Period. The Michael Bay Transformers was too colluded, too much parts, too much everything moving so fast you can't see the action. This one was a lot better. The fight scenes were a lot better because it wasn't just a bunch of I mean, of course there was some bad action scenes with Haley Steinfeld running. You could almost see she was running in front of a movie screen. It looked like somebody was running in front of a movie screen while the fight scenes is going behind her. Pieces are flying in there that should have been hitting her in the head and face. She's just miraculously getting around all of it and running. I'm like, this is the dumbest scene in the movie. The dumbest. How did this not end up on the editing room floor? I will never know. But this is dumb. All of this. So they could have just cut that one scene out. And my thing is, they kept, when I say foreshadowing, is that they keep telling us what's coming down the line. Okay, we know what's going to happen down the line here. We know what's going to happen down. And then they kept repeating it over and over like everybody was stupid. Like there was a box of Mr. T's cereal. Everybody in the world seems to watch Alf. It's like, come on. We get it, okay? You're laying it on pretty thick. And then how many times are they going to repeat the scenes where she has breakdowns about her father? It's my dad. And I wish he was here. And I want to do it. And then here come the tears. And the kids is just bored. The kids is like, hey, it's supposed to be a kids movie. Now we got Bumblebee just driving around as a regular Beetle while everybody's having these human emotions. Yay! This is what we came to see. The kids is like, we were having fun. What happened? Now here come the tears. Okay, she got that out the way. Oh, nope, here it comes again. And it's my dad, and he's not coming back. Yep. Said that before. I know Bumblebee like, yep, this is my 4th time hearing it. Here come the tears. Cause my dad. I mean, I'm like, if this girl breaks down one more time over her dad, it's been 2 days. And she done broke down 15 times when he's been gone for like 5 years. But these 2 days, she keep breaking down. Well, it was written by a female, and the writing wasn't bad. It's just, I think, how could I put this? The Karate Kid element was definitely in effect. You know, we've seen this before. The guy being bullied, the new kid around town, or they got rich. We've seen the Johnny and the guys. We've seen this already. And we just saw the female version of it today, just nostalgic throwback. And believe me, all the scenes with her and Bumblebee were written perfectly. It was funny. It was great. The interaction, all of it was great. So it was no problems. We were all waiting for a big, like, reveal or something, or a big moment. So when it was her and Bumblebee, great. But when they trying to interject a love scene with her and the neighbor next door, the chemistry was a -1. He was so replaceable and just irritating. And you're like, this guy gotta go. Why is he in my movie? He brought nothing to the film. Absolutely nothing. He was off. It was weird. It just didn't fit. And I'm like, this was bad. Putting him in the film. I don't know that guy. I don't know what movie he's been in or whatever. Some mixed guy with afro. And he was just not entertaining to me, not funny. But a lot of kids love the other little kid, when her little brother and all that, when they interact. They should have worked that angle. And they would have had a lot of repeat dollars. A lot of people love the film. Like, they like the film. It's a likable, it's a watchable film. You'll like it. It's not bad. It's not a bad movie. I know the way I'm saying it make it sound pretty, because I'm picking at all the stuff that, woo, I would have cut out the movie. I'm telling you what kept it from being a great, outstanding movie. First, it follows too much of the first Transformers. You know, like with Sam Witwicky and all that, we're going right back in the same process. You know, when he finds out about Bumblebee, same thing here. She finds out the stuff, and it kind of mirrors itself. But she had a better relationship with B than I think he had, Shia LaBeouf. She had a much better relationship. I don't really like her as an actor. She's good at playing one role, and her roles is so irritating to me. Is this type of role when she's always crying and whining and superficial Jewish American princess. So she fits that role. Always the self-entitled, everything's about her, and crying and whining, and at the end she realized she was just a stuck-up brat. It's like we've seen this and they grab her to do it every time. Who's better? Well, Megan Fox was brought in to be eye candy. See, Michael Bay knew what he was doing. Michael Bay, like, look, I didn't bring you in here to act. I bring you in here to have the wind blowing your hair and you lay on a hot car watching it in some tight cut off blue jeans. We know what the crowd want to see. And you better believe it. They wanted to see it again and again and again. They wanted Megan Fox. She was looking hot, put her on a car, put that wind blowing no matter where they was at. That wind was blowing and she was in slow motion. Michael Bay knew what people wanted to see. Some explosions, stuff blowing up, and some chicks and some cut off jeans. That wasn't alien. We don't want to see a kid in no cut off jeans. But overall, I enjoyed the film. I thought it landed the plane, in other words. I felt they landed the plane. The fight scene at the end was pretty decent. I'm just interested to see where they go from here. Do they make another one? I think they're gonna make their money with Bumblebee, because it's a fun movie at first, and then it just turns and it's just got a lot of dead space, dead time, to where you're not caring about anything and you're wondering like, what's going on with the story? Where the other Transformers at? Like, that's out to get them. Like, what are they doing right now? Did they go for pizza or something? Like, what happened? I'm like, my goodness, they just cut them out so they can develop this story that's going nowhere. Then they realize, like, wait a minute, we're boring the crowd. We got to get Bumblebee doing something, and we need him to do it right now so that the crowd can laugh, and we need something to happen to get some laughter going, because we just, you know, had the tear jerkers going all day, and that's not good. Now you just don't need to direct Transformers no more. Michael Bay can do good horror movies. He can do great movies. He's just a man of action. I mean, Armageddon was great. Yeah, Aquaman, that would be great. So yeah, I mean, I do like when they do give me the free passes to the movies and stuff, but as you see, it took up my whole Saturday. I was grateful and happy to be able to have some time to put videos out live from that place, but I'm exhausted, dude. I'm spent. I don't think we need more Transformer movie. What they gonna do? Make Bumblebee 2? Or what's the next one? Optimus Prime? How much of the story you gonna tell? This is supposed to be a prequel. And I got a lot of questions. I'll wait for the spoiler review for that, but there's a lot of things in here I would have probably changed. If it's supposed to link up with the other one. I don't know how. It's just all just confused. Bay did. It was Bumblebee versus Optimus Prime. Yeah, it was funnier than Batman versus Superman. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to watch Holmes and Watson. They couldn't use the name Sherlock Holmes because, you know, that's copywritten and owned by Guy Ritchie. And they're working on another one, which is probably two of the best movies, and it would be one of the, if they. Well, let me focus on driving because I'm getting tired. I'll holler. Thanks for watching Screen Feed. I'm out.